Greetings, friends. We are back with Dark Souls 3. I did a little bit of grinding off of recording, and I managed to scrounge together an outfit that I think fits the weapon that I'm wielding now, and allows me to not fat roll. So, yeah, we will be partially cosplaying as Cirrus of the Sunset Realms for the remainder of the journey. Probably. We'll see. I may pick up another armor set or two that works a little bit better, but for now, this is what I'm going to go with. And last time, since we did complete the first DLC, I thought it would be appropriate, before we get into real endgame territory, to kind of do a second pass through on some stuff I chose to pass up on. Because I'm pretty sure at this point, and I probably need to double check this before I finish the game, but I'm pretty sure that we have one optional area that we have not explored yet. And in order to make the most out of this playthrough, we of course need to remedy that. It's funny, growth in Souls games can be so incremental, so difficult to perceive that it really doesn't feel like you've done a whole lot until you return to an area you beat a long time ago. And the enemies that were causing you grief and taking 5 or 6 hits to die are now two-shotted. And everything feels a lot better. I do need to make sure... Okay. I needed to make sure which way I needed to go. But I think I have done so. Because I need this door. And this elevator. You might recall, a while back, that we acquired the Path of the Dragon gesture, and that was after defeating Osiris, the Consumed King, and before we made it into the Untented Graves. You may also recall, there's just a set of bros hanging out down here. A little tired, so they're having a nap, but you can kind of see from this broken dragon statue that he's making a certain pose. A certain pose that we can also make. And continue making. There we go. And by contemplating the path of the dragon, we'll find ourselves in a cutscene, which I think is the goal of any meditative practice, is to find yourself asleep in a cutscene. I don't think people like the loading screens during meditation, though. But yeah, somehow, some way, by some mystical power, we have been drawn away from Irithyll Dungeon and up to, I think, one of the most aesthetically pleasing areas in the game. We should get a title card here in a second. Archdragon Peak. Gonna get immediately ganked. You can probably see why I've waited to come here. And that is because Archdragon Peak is not kind to visitors. can get a lightning gem there, which is a bit of a hint, as if the name weren't already. A hint at what you will be encountering here. There's also a homeward bone, if you immediately want to just go home after arriving here, which, again, understandable. I'm actually forgetting what's back down this way. Is this just an alternate path that I missed? Huh. I guess it was. But yeah, there's again, people talk now about the Dark Souls engine being pretty dated, but man, just the art direction. I said this, I think, at the beginning of the game with Lothric Castle, but just these massive in scope sheer walls and sides of buildings, the brickwork and everything, I think is just, there's a great level of art direction to it, even if fidelity is not Last of Us Part 2 levels. Okay. They're ringing bells here too. Wasn't actually sure I was going to hit him first, but there we go. Get a chunk. Is there an illusory wall here? Alright. That's kind of funny. Sometimes there is no illusory wall, in spite of what everyone else tells you. Somebody's telling you to jump there. But we have a convenient bonfire. We're gonna rest at. I'm pretty sure you can just walk up these steps without aggroing all of these people. All of those people. Yeah, we are ascending Archdragon Peak. It's kind of implied that this place exists as a... well, certainly a place for these dragon people to hang out, but also perhaps a place of, okay. A place to get absolutely wrecked by one single dude, apparently. What? I take everything back. I hate this place. Goodness gracious. These snake boys are not kind. Lightning clutch ring. Don't think we'll be using that. But yeah, as I said... he's just looking at me. Archdragon Peak, on the face of it, seems to be a place constructed perhaps to honor the ancient dragons. The ancient stone dragons, even, from Dark Souls 1. A Dark Souls 1 reference. Man, will wonders never cease. But, unfortunately, these dragon worshippers are not kind to strangers. They're sometimes very large, as you can see. Ow. That went a little better than I thought, actually. And you know what, while we're here, it's always a good idea to open the portcullis. Because you never know what you're gonna find. Dash is indeed required ahead. That statue is nice. But that should probably occupy our attention. Ow. Okay. Slap down the steps again. He's gonna breathe fire everywhere. Soul. Turns out, it's a much better idea to not fight this guy head on. Rather to get out. Yeah, we've actually got ourselves yet another environmental fight. And I'm saying yet another when I actually don't recall off the top of my head another environmental fight in these games. I'm sure there's one, but it's a little late, I'm a little tired, and I've got an ancient wyvern literally breathing down the back of my neck. Okay. So I'm sure when I have recovered my mental faculties, I'll be able to tell more about other environmental fights in these games. But this one might just be unique, actually. So it turns out this whole area is the boss fight. You've got the ancient wyvern. You've also got all these other dudes out here who are not kind. Who at this point is actually easier to kite than to fight. Because man, do they suck. They all suck real bad. No. I am not going to make it up this ladder. I might make it up this ladder. I made it up that ladder. Wow. Yeah, once you make it up here, all the other guys tend to be irrelevant. Nice. And this is your goal. This is where you want to get. Because you can plunge. And you can one-shot a boss. Whew. Oh yeah. That also teleports you out of this area. Which is a little sad because there are a couple of things I wanted to get. One thing. But I guess it's not super necessary. There's kind of a cool ring. $100,000 souls isn't too bad though. Before we forge ahead, I might spend those real quick. Yeah, this is actually where I'm leaving now, is probably the best soul farming spot in the game that I found. I'll show you why here in a moment.
Welcome home, speak that. Very then taken.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, I did notice with Frida's Great Scythe that now leveling intelligence adds a lot more to my attack power. So, aesthetically I kind of want to get the even 30 endurance.
Farewell, Ashen Waste.
But we didn't get a soul from the dragon, but we can pop a few here. And maybe make it back up to 60 some? Maybe not. But that'll be a good reason to show you the soul farming. Yep, we're not there. So, in order to get another level here, it's going to be a little back and forth for a second. But yes, we actually have a very good soul farming spot here. I do need to take care of this guy first. Because this guy spawned in. Man, you got hyper armor. Look at you. Okay. Okay. I guess I'm not gonna roll. It's mashing circle. Mashing. Anyway, killing those guys is great farming, provided they don't kill you first. Can you tell it's a little late? Yeah, you can actually, and we spawned a Havel this time, which is less than ideal, but it's cool lore-wise. Because if we recall in Dark Souls 1, there was a bit of lore about Havel perhaps betraying the gods. Gonna stone up here. Yep, and he did it. Goodness gracious. Well, hopefully we'll get another Dragon Knight next time. Yeah, there's a summoner on the second floor up here that keeps popping in dudes. And nope, we got another Havel. Goodness gracious. So, as you probably recall, if you've played Dark Souls 1, Havel's pretty beefy. And this is, of course, not the Havel, but a Knight of Havel. And he's all mudded up. Okay, don't know how I missed that. Still got that ungodly tracking though. Wow. Is this embarrassing yet? I'm not sure if this is embarrassing yet. Maybe we'll get a Dragon Knight. Oh look, a Dragon Knight. Yeah, and if you're able to actually get the fight going the way you want, like that, you can get his sword, which is actually pretty good. He's using a great sword build. But you can actually chain backstab back here. A little early that time. I guess he beat me on the wind-up there. But we got him that time. We got enough souls to level now, so I will take that semi-successful excursion and buff our side a little bit. So yeah, at this point, I'm probably going to keep putting my level ups
Welcome, host. Very then
into intelligence, because this scythe scales very well with intelligence. What happened? Oh, I thought I had 68. I have 66. Well, we're just going to sell something. I'm off my game. Not doing math right or anything. I don't need all these homeward bones. Keep a few just in case. Oh yeah, don't need all those. Do that. Yeah. Okay. We are good.
welcome. Very then
Yeah, we're just gonna keep bumping our attack power as much as we can. I've found that over time, I've kind of started gravitating toward glass cannon builds in these games, where I'm not super tanky, don't have a lot of hits I can take before I go down, but if I can avoid my enemies, I can get off pretty clean hits and take people down pretty quickly. Oh yeah, I forgot that he spawns up here too. Here's our summoner. Pretty wimpy on their own. Okay. The summoned do not disappear. Yep. But they will stop reappearing after you kill the summoner. I don't really need to grind more souls right now. I might before we get to the boss of this area. But we'll see. We'll see how far we get tonight. I think I can grab this soul here. Or item. The Dragon Slayer Spear, which I'm gonna look at least. Could probably wield it actually. You might need more faith. You don't need, I need more strength. This is the cross spear associated with Ornstein, the Dragon Slayer, weapon of the gods imbued with the strength of lightning. You know, just tells a little bit more about the spear itself. But there's an interesting implication, lore-wise, I suppose, with that weapon. That perhaps not only Havel, but also Ornstein. Ornstein. I forget how he's pronouncing his name, but there is the implication that he made his own way here as well, along with Havel. Maybe independently of Havel, but we do know that Ornstein, I think, was one of the last surviving Knights of Gwyn. Perhaps he became disillusioned by being the last of his rank, and found his way here, so that he too could get stabbed several times by a snake man. Which really I think everyone deep down wants to try in their life. You see that incredible whiff? Goodness gracious. Ugh. I knew he was around there. I didn't know if he would immediately see me. I love that that pillar broke my lock on. Goodness gracious. I can't see him anymore. I don't know where he went. I can't lock on. Meanwhile, his head's poking out of one side of the pillar and his booty and giant axe are poking out the other side. Video games, man. We got our twinkles now, though. Didn't quite make it there. I'll pause going there for a moment. There's nothing here but a chest, so I won't pause there. It's not what I thought it was. More Titanite scales. The game really throws them at you here at the end. Excuse me, sir. Hello. Here's the thing. Everything here either attacks super fast or has ungodly poise. Just making them all very difficult to deal with. Or they're another giant wyvern who is body blocking me. Wow. From getting up this staircase. I'm gonna die right here. Goodness gracious. I don't really care to deal with anything on that slope up there. Yeah, if there were an area, I would say, in this game that exemplifies the issue I've mentioned before of enemies feeling lifted straight out of Bloodborne to be placed in this game, it's Archdragon Peak. Easy. People just very fast. With a lot of reach. Not a ton you can do about it. Aside from kiting like I am. And that's not even a guaranteed success. As we are about to see here. Goodness gracious, what did I say? What did I say? Well, it's 19,000 souls gone, but meh. Every little ting is gonna be alright. I was late on that roll, I'm glad he didn't hit me. Just gonna keep on moving. Breaking people's ankles. Stunting on the haters. Okay. They see me, but they're rubber banding over there, so I think we're good to take a breath. You're both here. Goodness gracious. Fine. Fine. We won't take a breath. I won't try to deal with you all. How was it that I felt like I could just get past this dude? Okay. Whew. We did it. What you gotta say? Quite something ahead. Well, there's something right there, but there's another something that's going to be accosting us here. That is not going to be fun to deal with. And it is a naked man. Yep. That naked man. Archdragon Peak is not kind. And this is all just to get to the next bonfire. Which I'll tell you now, the further I get into this run, the more I'm thinking I'm not going to deal with any of this. Even though he almost bunts me off the ledge there. Okay, I think I get what's happening here. I didn't even think to realize this, because I haven't played this area a whole lot on a copy of the game that has online. But I'm pretty sure that bell is other players ringing it. Cool. Not too bad. We're figuring it out. And, for better or for worse, we're sprinting. I don't want to deal with this guy. He's dumb and I don't like him. And moreover, he will not prevent me from getting to this bonfire. I don't even think he chased me, which is nice. Ooh. That keeps going. Okay. That guy drops his rapier, which I'm pretty sure is Ricard's rapier. Excuse me. So I guess you can assume that that's Ricard, but he was in the first game. I'm not entirely sure that that is him again, but he does have that weapon. This little raised gate here, but a closed one further in. But most gates are meant to be open in these games, so we can see about doing that here soon. May wait until the next episode, we'll see. I do at least to continue exploring this area. Got a good old chest. Some tatinat. And up here, we have another challenge. Got another Havel Knight. Observing the corpse of another wyvern. So there's some interesting interactions being implied here. Not always sure how these stun locks work. Kinda just gotta wait him out when he gets in that. When he gets in his mood. Oh, that was good. I liked that though. That's perhaps the play. Come on, boy. Oh. Yeah, he's got, there's one armor set that poise is not entirely broken on in this game, and that's the Havel armor. There's a big criticism people had with this one in particular, was that poise didn't seem to work like it did in the first game, or even the second game, where the more you had, the less likely it was that you would be knocked down by getting hit by something big. And it didn't work like that in Dark Souls 3. There have been various theories about why that might be. I've heard it being simple as a toggle in the game's code where it was just not turned on to, them wanting to incentivize people using abilities, weapon arts like perseverance and stuff like that, but either way, that's maybe a little bit inside baseball for game coding and stuff. There are a lot of dudes that are going to spawn down there if I head that way. But you know what? I am currently stalling, facing the boss of this area because I'm not sure I want to try it yet. Let's take a look at these guys. You got me with that timing. I'm panic rolling again. Unfortunate truth is you can't just keep an eye on one of these guys for long. Because inevitably there will be more. Like that guy. Yep. And here's where I get backed into a corner. No. Right. As you can see off in the distance there, we are not done if we want to continue up this path. There's a lot more going on right there. I don't like it. They're finding their way down to me. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to see if we can sprint past them again. So as I've said before, this is probably the most aesthetically pleasing area in the game. And unfortunately, one of the most frustrating to get through at points. But we kited pretty good. And we weren't followed. Very nice. Praise the moon, I guess. Interesting little tidbit. You can see what looks like the corpse of a stone dragon on top of the mountain there. Which I'm pretty sure I've heard at some point that was cut content from this game. That might have been another boss fight. What I'm pretty sure you can do is use the Path of the Dragon emote here. It might be on the wrong side of this altar. Yeah, I think I need to go over here. Get the Twinkling Dragon Torso Stone. Now the dragon items are something I've never really bothered with, but they're kind of cool. If I know how to use them right, we'll see. Okay, use the dragon headstone. It gives me dragon head, which comes with its own benefits, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think. Yeah, pressing X now. holding it, or square button, will let me breathe fire. I can't use the twinkling dragon torso stone. Stone imbued with the power of the everlasting dragons. Gain the torso of a dragon and roar alongside an archdragon mirage. The transformation is irreversible until death. Yet true imitation will require a dragon head as well. This is just the regular dragon torso stone. In ancient times, the path of dragon worship was walked by warriors. It is said they envision Archdragon Peak in the depths of their meditation, and at times, they even hear the distant sound of the great bell at the peak. Let's see if we can wear this one. Oh, I think I know what it is. You gotta be pretty close to Nike to use this. Aha! Here's my armor! I am dragon. Yeah, you get dragon powers. So you have to use items to utilize your dragon powers now. Okay. So that worked right in front of me. I'm gonna give this a try at least. That hurt. I think, I forget if it gives you much defense physically to have the dragon body, I guess. But it's probably not as much as armor would give you. I haven't looked at the stats. But yes, I am dragon. This is irreversible until I die. And dragons like a sip of the old Sunny D. I really don't like the chain axe though. I honestly didn't expect to make it this far. Yep, I knew he'd punish me for healing. Yeah, there we go. I'm human. But I think we have successfully explored pretty much all that Archdragon Peak has to offer. I'm gonna put my clothes back on now. I can imagine it is somewhat blustery up here. I'm gonna leave this episode, I think, on a bit of a tease. Because I know what's coming, and if you played this game, you know what's coming. And if the boss fight against Frida was any indication, this could take a while. So, I'm gonna leave us here, on the cusp of pulling this lever. Perhaps to ring this bell that we have been hearing. And, I don't know. We'll see what happens after that. But I appreciate you all sticking with me, hanging out, watching the videos. And, hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.